Welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a financial mediator and business valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we're speaking with Alex Prasad, who is located in Michigan, and he's actually an entrepreneur and a business attorney. And with a decade of experience in early stage companies and M&A law, we thought that a good conversation today would be talking about M&A transactions, deals, and kind of what creates a deal maker or a deal breaker. So, welcome, Alex. We're kind of going to be talking about some fun things today. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
What's the advice that you give to
Yeah.
business owners to not have some of this stuff happen?
Yeah, I think dating's not a bad, metaphor, right? But I just call it the steady drumbeat. You want to consistently set expectations and meet them. Good life advice, right? But just over and over and over again, methodically. So let's go to the beginning. There's an LOI, and we say we're going to agree to something. You don't want to go back on what you agreed to in the LOI. It's not legally binding, etc. If you do want to go back on it, purchase price is the hardest one, by the way, to go back on. You got to have a dang good reason, right? So, hey, we discovered this in diligence, or even on the sell side, I discovered this in diligence through the QOV process. We actually need more, and this is a material difference. Okay, if you got something to hang your hat on, fine, right? So the steady drumbeat, I think it's a good metaphor, right? So I'm going to sign this document on this day. I signed it on that day. We're going to turn you a draft of the purchase agreement by the end of the week. I don't care if it's 5:30 p.m. on Friday, but you sent it. There's no space when there's a steady drumbeat for doubt to creep in, or, hey, what's going on? Or we haven't heard from them. So this is, I don't know. I keep them on cadence, right? So set an expectation. Here's what's going to happen next. Here's what's my responsibility. Here's what's yours. And meeting the timeline, that goes a super long way. It's not at the same level of the whole, hey, something came up and are they trying to screw us, or is it a reasonable explanation? But when those timelines are expectations, these soft expectations, I'll get to you on Tuesday. You get to them on Thursday. There's space in there for, the gremlins to break up deals or whatever actually happens, right? But for there to be doubt and uncertainty, then overthinking. But when everything's happening according to plan, and these are all self-owned goals, right? If you say get it to them on Thursday, you could probably say Monday, it'd be fine, right? So don't set the wrong expectation that you don't intend to meet, or everything's going to be really hard in the process on either side, because momentum will build. And if all of a sudden, again, despite your advisor saying, oh my gosh, everything's going perfectly, that means something must possibly, has to go wrong tomorrow, in your ear. But if you continue to hit these expectations, the steady drumbeat, everyone's confidence goes way up that things are going to continue to stay on the rails and there aren't going to be any surprises. And then you're going to close. Mm-hmm. But if we're doing this during the deal, I'll turn into the purchase agreement. No, you won't. Oh, the disclosure schedules will be here soon. No, they're not. Oh, just kidding. I sent you the wrong draft. All that stuff. We're doing this up to the last minute, and there's a possibility it keeps jiggling, for weeks, months past the closing dates. That's my generic. Imagine this, right? That we're just trying to build momentum here, and there's a very easy way to do it. Even if we're moving methodically, just don't alter the expectations if you can avoid doing so.